Darling, just lay back. I can take care of the rest here. Of the housework. What did you think I was talking about? Well, I want to reward you for all of the hard work you've been doing. This place is beginning to shine like the castle I always thought it would be. Huh? I, I told you. Once you're feeling better, we can talk about everything that's happened. I know you took that severe bump and all of the hubbub of. Well, yes, I don't mind telling you what happened, since you don't seem to remember very well. I went to the village and burned and raised mayhem and made sure that nobody made it out. Nobody, including that horrible ex of yours, who cheated on you so and hurt your feelings and sold you out to the king. I made sure all of your friends and people that you wanted to make it and be safe came to our new little paradise, our kingdom. They're there, out there in the village, and we're here, where I can use my dragon girl powers to make sure that they're going to be quite safe. You can transform at a whim to go after any particular dangers that could come our way, and I can ensure that you will always be safe here, and you are respected for the hero that you are. They sent you to slay me, but you did. You did slay me. No, just because I am, what would the word be? Just because I happen to still be alive doesn't mean that my heart still belongs to me. Nay, nay. I would say that my heart belongs to you. Yes, I did. I sometimes things have to be messy before they get better. Those people sold you to that king who wanted to get rid of me, knowing that you most likely wouldn't come back. And if you did come back, then you would have gotten rid of me. So he solved his problem, or he paid a price that meant nothing to him. And that is unacceptable. It is unacceptable to me that anybody would ever treat you that way. I don't care if they're a romantic partner, a family member, or a complete stranger. You have value. What do you mean? Those other people? You're worried about their value? Listen, we hadn't the time to go through absolutely everyone in that village. We didn't have the time to determine who would belong in our new place and who wouldn't. And if they hadn't made an impression upon you, then clearly they weren't one of the chosen ones. Why, yes, you're right. I do kind of talk about you as if you're some prophet. You are my northern star. You are the bright light that guides me. And, well, that's not fair, is it? It's not fair for you to tell me that if I am your bright star, your northern light, that I, or rather that you're mine, whatever you just said, it's not fair. It's not fair to say that I would dispose of them for you. No, your opinion matters more than me than you'll ever know. But those people always treated you bad. You said you always felt like an outcast. There was no place you ever felt like you fit in. People, that means people that you never even talked to, watched what was going on with you and didn't think to stop in, to check in on you. They're not good people if they're not treating you with the respect, the love, the care that you deserve. Why on God's green earth would I want to keep those people in a village if they weren't important to you? If they were in a system that if fine, you want to talk about this? Fine. We'll just sit down and we'll just talk about this. Fine. Sorry. told you I wouldn't punch the walls so, but the truth of the matter, the fact is, that king wanted to eradicate my kind. I told you about this before. That's right, you remember. He ended my parents and made it to where I had to take care of their eggs. All of this time, waiting for my siblings to hatch. Being careful, watching every time he sent someone to try and end them, to end me. He sits there he sat rather. It was so nice hearing his screams and his pleas for life. He sits there on a throne of lies and deceit, knowing that his day was going to come. And boy, did his day get here in the form of me, making him watch as everything that made him feel secure disappeared one by one, just as he did to my kind. But now we have the chance to bring back a great race of dragons. We can bring back the dark dragons who... No. Just because we are dark dragons doesn't mean we're evil and bad. It's just we have darker hair and darker wings and darker scales and all of that good things. It's just a specific race of dragons. We, in fact, were the ones who were the most involved with humans. We helped protect many villages for many, many years. And it wasn't until the greedy ones that wanted to find our hordes and wanted more power than they deserved overtook us, ran us from the places that made us feel like we were making a difference. I don't know if I'm prepared to have that conversation yet. Back to you, right? I get it. You feel bad that I toasted all those people. Yes, your ex-girlfriend. You tried to stop me. You tried to stop me from getting to her and ending her. That's when I had to make sure that you were out of the way. I had to use fey magic to knock you out, leave you protected in our cozy lair with all the other villagers, and then I flew back and found her and took care of her myself. You even tried to bring her here. That wasn't gonna work because she broke your heart. She didn't see what she had in front of her, and so I had to make sure that she wouldn't be around to see the utopia. Everyone says utopias are impossible, impractical, impossible. You're right, impossible twice. That's how impossible they are. But you know what? People used to say humans would never fly like us dragons, and now you soar through the air. People once said you'd never get to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Well, looking at you, James Cameron, it's possible. So, I know that we can build the best place. Me and you. People will love it. We will ensure that everybody that needs work can find work. Everyone who's hungry will eat. We will enjoy the arts that we'll be able to create because no one's going to want or need anything. And we'll always be protected. And if we ever find that there's a dire problem, we will come together and take care of each other. No one here will be an outcast. People will be celebrated for their differences and what they can do to contribute to the society. If someone wants to be more alone, we'll make space for that. If people want to be merry and have gregarious parties, we'll be okay with that too. People will be allowed to express themselves rather than being tucked away and sequestered if they're different, ostracized, chastised. We will not force people into a mold here. We will celebrate them like the fireworks that they are. We will guard over these eggs for once they hatch. My siblings will be able to help guard and take care of us all. And then me and you soon will have a clutch of eggs to take care of, to guard over, to see how they grow. Because I found the love of my life. Don't you think everyone in the village now deserves that? Oh my God. Why are you talking about the people who aren't here? The people who are cruel to you, or worse, the people who stood by and watched it. Why do you care what they need and desire when there's so many other desires we could absolutely be focusing? Oh my goodness. You have got to let it go. Look, you are still not feeling absolutely perfect right now. So how about we focus on the future? Our future. We've been together for how long now? Exactly. And you love the cuddles that we have, the tender evenings when we watch the sun set from our beautiful home. This cave that we've retrofitted with everything from your old life. It's snuggly and warm next to me. You're never cold. You have your video games. We even started some really fun D&D sessions with some of the other monster people around here. You are right. I don't tend to have other girls around because, well, we've talked about how insecure I feel about you being around other girls, but that could change with time, perhaps. Excuse me. I seem to have a catch in my throat. So, darling, why don't we focus on the fact that we have so many people here that need us? They need guidance. They need to know how to feel useful in this new world that they're not used to. They need to look to somebody, someone who knows this area now. You've learned everything about this place. You know exactly how to get in and out of the woods very safely. You know how to get onto the roads that are going to take you to the different cities. You know how to use all kinds of different cloaking devices so that you can teach the people how to leave here without leaving a trail back. We can make everyone here feel super protected, super safe. I brought in enough food to make sure no one's going to need food anytime soon. Through this season, we should be fine, even through into the next other season. After that, once we start heading into winter, it could get a little dicey if we don't start setting up some trade, but I do have some reserve gold that would kill me to have to give up for my hoard, but if it meant that our lives were going to be easier, I would give it up in a second. I'd give up everything for you. Everything that I've collected over the eons and eons, it feels that I have put together stuff, the stuff I inherited, the hoard I inherited from my parents. Everything I would give up to make this dream work. I don't think you understand how hopelessly devoted to you I am. If I thought that it would make your life easier, I would never talk to you again. That would kill me on the inside. I would do anything to make your life better. And this is the way to do it. To have all the people that you care about here. You told me about all of the struggles they were having and how much it pained you to see such sweet people not knowing how to get through their life, not knowing where their next meal was going to come from, not being able to take any days off, not being able to relax, not being able to pursue the things that interested them. Here, that all changes. Over there, that's a library. That's where it can be really quiet if people want to go, just be away from people, learn about different things, but also play some quiet games with others. Over there is a nice gaming studio where people can multiplayer with each other if they want to. There's some quiet spaces and also some spaces where it's easier to communicate. Over there, that's one of my favorites. That is the greenhouse where there's all kinds of beautiful things that are being grown as we speak. Then there's the outdoor field as well for things that are a little bit more weather resistant. Over there is where we have the maker studio. So people who make clothing and cobblers and any kind of like wearable stuff. And over there, that's the art studio for like paintings and music making and anything that you could possibly want to do that's creative. We have a we have over there. That's what I think you'll find is really interesting. That's where anything automotive, anything transportation created over there. We have the daycare over there. I can't wait till we're utilizing that myself, my darling. And I got to talk to some of the people that you brought over. And we found a sweet matchmaker. She's really good at reading people's personalities and figuring out who would pair best with who and make each other happy. Because that's the goal. I want people to find partners who are going to make them happy. You keep bringing... Look, we can focus on what's already been done. Or we can come together about what needs to be done. We can look at the future, or we can stay in the past. Those people are gone, and there's no bringing them back. That would require some sort of pact with a necromancer, and you can't trust necromancy. It doesn't necessarily make anything... Well, yeah, there are time travelers, but same thing. Magic is already very iffy for general stuff. Big heavy duty stuff like that is difficult. You could go mess up the timeline. You could make it to where I don't survive or you don't survive or well, what do you mean what makes our lives more precious than the people who did lose their lives? Well, for one, I haven't exactly gone around bullying people that didn't deserve it. In fact, I would say I never bullied anyone. I have stood up for myself. I have made sure people didn't mess with those I loved. And I have also made sure that people who were picking on people I didn't know calmed down. I've de-escalated situations. Sorry, I'm just tapping my nails on this table and getting upset because you seem to have this strange hyperfixation on discussing what has gone down. Yes, there are means and method to return everything to the way it was, but do you really want to go back to that life? I didn't think so. So, why don't we just breathe in and out and focus on what will be? You need to decide what title you're going to want. King? Emperor? And we need to start coming up with the people who are going to help govern this new place. We're going to need officers to make sure that we have people to talk through any sorts of problems with other people that are around. We need to have... No, I think I'm onto something. We definitely just need to set up a spy network. Well, what do you mean? Well, you trust these people, but they're in a new environment. New dynamics are going to pop off. And again, we don't want outsiders coming up here. Not until, especially, we're well established. Not until we have a true honorable guard for the eggs. It can't always be just me, especially as our eggs grow. Until my siblings are alive and able to sprout their wings and be able to go on. Oh my goodness. And then they'll be able to make sure to help us take care of our babies. You said so many times that you really want to have a family. Well, here's your chance. We could have that family together. We just need to make sure that we set this by. Oh, wow. Okay, look, I can apologize for doing some things that you feel were duplicitous. Because I know that you know I did it with all the love in my heart. I did it so that we could be together peacefully. I did it so that we could finally have the kind of life that I've always dreamed of having. So I could wake up next to you, which has been so nice to do every morning. Seeing your eyes shine and glitter. Hearing about every little thing that you're interested in. Every dream, every silly little thought you have. The random little things that you think about. It just makes me feel like I see somebody and that you see me. And isn't that what love is? You see somebody for who they are, flaws and all. It makes you smile because they make you feel more human. They make you feel connected to this species we've been, or rather, I guess human's not the word. Half human? What would you even call me, really? Isn't that what being alive is? In love. Whatever this is, whatever we are. I hope I make you happy. As happy as you make me. And I hope that we can continue to experience this together. And I don't want to do things behind your back. I don't want to plan on things behind your back. But I get so worried and concerned and scared. And I don't want anything to hurt you. And I don't want to wake up thinking that there's a chance I could lose you. And you can tell me all that you want that is not going to happen, but that is not going to erase the feeling. There is no fixing that feeling. There is no amount of words or actions that you yourself can do to make me feel more safe about that. It's something I have to deal with. And some of it is just making sure that I keep you protected and different situations that you're not always the best at, and that's okay. We're not always the best at everything, you know? So just know I love you. And I absolutely want what's best for you and all the things, but I also need you to trust, to believe, to know, to feel that I will always love you more than anything in the world. And those people are gone. And you may not have liked what happened, but from now on, you'll have a heavy hand in everything that happens. Everything. We will grow together and we will grow to trust each other. I mean, how can you not trust the person who heard your story and how hurt you were? Who saw how you got thrown away by your society so easily? How you came to face death, potentially, on the chance that maybe you could help those who are in more need than you back where you came from. You risked it all blindly. So I want to give you the reward that they wouldn't. I want to give you the kingdom that you deserve, because even though you don't want the crown, you're a far better pick for that crown than any of them. I mean that full-heartedly. I mean that, every bit of it. It's never the person who wants power that should get it. No. It's always the people that have to take it. You know, like Thrall in World of Warcraft. He didn't want the power, but he was 100% the right person for it. And I know there are great things in you. Especially the fact that you don't even think there are great things in you tells me that there are absolutely perfectly marvelous things in there for you. I love you. I love you, and I want the best for you. So let me give you that best. Let me be the person who shows you the best. Let me be the one who makes sure everybody knows how incredible you are. Oh, such a sweet kiss now, wasn't it? Now, darling, we can have way more of those if we just put this petty care aside for all of the people that are gone. None of which were people that you truly cared about. Hmm? Only the people who didn't take action to protect others when they could have because they were scared. And only the people who did bad things. And for tonight, how about I give you another nice little treat? You know, I do still have that nice, well, leotard set, the lace and the leather. It felt really, really nice. And, well, it made my tail look very nice. Could keep it nice and swishy when we. Oh, darling, you're going to make me blush. What? No, I know you didn't say anything, but your eyes said it all. So, how about we take some wonderful time off and celebrate the fact that we've accomplished so much? And how about I do quite a bit of celebrating of you? Well, yeah, I did make the offer to have you just lay back and I take care of the rest, but I was talking about doing the rest of the household chores, but I guess we could just snap a finger and have somebody else take care of that for us later. How about I take care of you right now? Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're still. No, darling, darling. This is one of the moments. Remember, I said you don't really live in the moment. You sit there and catastrophize a lot of things. I don't think there's any need for catastrophizing right now. I think there's plenty of need for you to join in on some festivities. Hmm? I'm seeing that you're coming around to my way of thinking. I do think there's plenty of other things that could have you coming around to soon. I think I can be quite persuasive in the ways I decide to communicate with you. Good show. Let's let's get on to that, shall we? Because I'm beginning to feel myself get absolutely warm in this room, and well, I I think if I stay in this state, it's going to get quite explosive if I'm not too careful. Oh no! Trust me, I want to do exactly that, but where it's a lot more comfy and we have a lot more accommodations and frankly things to use, implements that will be great. Hmm? Yeah, let's go get to that exactly. Hey guys, Zine Alexander here. Ah! I'm actually really happy to be like working on this dragon series. So, um, inspiration for this story. I absolutely had. I've talked about this guy before, but not this incident where his life was not good and he needed to be taken away from absolutely everybody around him. His family was using him.
none of them worked. They were making him do all of the work and bring him all of the money and he even did all of the housework for everybody. He was always going to other people's houses too that also weren't working but were taking his money. And he felt this like, he had this Superman complex. He felt like he had to take care of everyone around him, but no one was taking care of him. And it took a lot of convincing. It took a lot of trying to break him out of this thing that he was trained to do. Like, tell me if you've ever felt this way. Like, you were trained to be this person and you feel so bad not being living up to the expectation that someone else put on you, but they put it on you to make their life more convenient. So, no, we're not together, sadly. He was a really great guy, but I am a terrible partner. And he went on to actually get married, and he's very, very happy now. Wonderful guy. And he's with someone who knows how to pull their own weight. So I know, crazy idea. I actually got yelled at by a lot of female friends of mine, our female friends at the time, because they were like, oh my God, like he's doing the honorable thing. He's doing the thing he should be doing. He's taking care of people. That's what men are supposed to do. And I'm not saying that that's a knock. And I do think if a man wants to take care of his family, he should absolutely do that. Do what makes you happy and makes your partner happy. But he was not happy. And this wasn't for his partner. These are for people who literally could work and didn't want to. Like, I think, crazy idea. Like, everything shouldn't be hoisted upon the male counterpart in a family. I know. I'm just the worst. I'm the worst. So, yeah, that was the inspiration. I'm super excited about this weekend. I will be doing I'm going to a concert. I'm so stoked about going to see Tate McRae. Like a solo concert where it's not like a compilation one like I went to before. But I'm also doing a charity live stream for those who are a charity that helps people who are in the military as well as veterans who are struggling with mental health issues, and they use gaming as their vehicle to help them feel more connected and have more of a community. So, you want to come hang out with us, that would be great. We can have a fun time. If you're able to donate, that is also awesome because then not a dime will be going to me. It goes directly to the charity. I don't even get to see a dime of the money, and I like it like that. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.